fourth graders, let's talk about it. So we have been talking about context clues. We've been talking about vocabulary and how we can be strong readers when we come across an unfamiliar word. We've been talking about how we can use inference, definition, example, antonym, synonym to read sentences and be word detectives and figure out what the word meaning is. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our vocabulary word that we've been working on, and today's vocabulary word is courteous. Will you read that for me?
Trent was voted the most courteous student by his classmates. He greeted everyone he met with a smile and a hello, and he went out of his way to open the door for his friends and teachers.
Yeah. So as a word detective, we are reading this and we are looking at not only is how the word is used, but the sentences around it, right? And so we have discovered that it is, can you remind me, is it a who or a do? Is it describing a person, place, or thing, like a who?
A who.
Is it a do? Like it's doing something?
It's a who.
Courteous.
Oh, it's a do.
So courteous is describing student. Student is a who, right? But it's describing that who. So if the student is the noun, right, the who, what do you call a word that describes a noun?
Describes a noun, a adjective.
Adjective, you got it. Okay, perfect. So courteous is an adjective. And we've talked a lot about what we think it is. We used our word detective script to talk about a prediction. What was your prediction for courteous?
My prediction was, I think he voted the most smartest one.
The smartest, okay. We talked about how the clue type that the author was using in this paragraph right here was an example. He talked about how the student was courteous, how he met people with a smile and a hello, and he opened the door. So those are ways that people can be courteous. Because when we looked it up, it meant
Polite and good manners.
yeah, someone who is polite or has good manners. Very good. Today we're going to dig a little deeper, and we're going to talk about how these words can hit our learning targets. So our learning targets are to figure out synonyms, antonyms, and parts of speech. What did we say that part of speech was again?
Adjective.
Adjective. I'm going to write that down. Okay, and then help me out. Synonym means?
Synonym, it means like, the same.
Perfect. So I have to figure out a word that could maybe mean the same thing as courteous. Right? So what's a word that you think means the same as courteous?
Civil, like C-I-V-I-L.
Civil, got it. Okay. To be civil to someone, that could be it, right? Or, let's see, courteous. We talked about in the definition there was some things too. Hey Piper, grab your stuff, bud. That it could mean just polite too, right? You could say like, Connor is a very courteous student, Connor is a very polite student. Would those two mean the same thing? Okay.
And I said antonym, I said not polite.
Not polite? What is not polite though? If I'm not polite, what's another word you could use? If I'm like giving you a little bit of attitude.
Well, not good manners.
No, I'm not good manners, right? So maybe I'm being a little rude?
Really?
Maybe rude.
I said not polite and I said.
Okay. We've got definitions, predictions, clue types, synonyms, antonyms, and parts of speech. Awesome. you think is a synonym, Anton. You don't have to use the one I